Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Now in this one I want us to move, because inside our post plugin, we're able to add categories and edit them. Actually, we didn't put this on the add, we just put it on the edit. So let's finish that. We'll put it on the add as well here so that it works. And then we'll move all that code into the pages side as well. So because if I now create a new post, I cannot select categories. So let's fix that. So I'm just going to close all files I have here. We go back to the basic posts plugin, and I'm going to go in the views and admin, and in the edit I just want to copy what I did here. So there's a list of categories. The only thing really I changed is having these categories bracket like so. So with that in mind, let me copy that and go to the add section, and right where we are looping through these guys, I'm just going to change that to here. And with that, we are almost done. If I go to controllers and say edit controller, I'm just looking for this part where it saves categories. So I'm going to copy this and let me go to add controller, and just after the insert I'll add that there. Now we don't need to disable all categories from this post ID, because really we do not know these. This post ID is new, so there's no need to run the disable. We can save time by just saving the new ones. And then now we need a post ID here, because we don't know, this post has just been inserted and it's posts and it says page here. So let's change that as well to post. Is anything else needs changing here? No. Okay, that's about it. Alrighty guys, cool. So with these categories now, so I want my post ID. Now I can grab this from the last insert. I think we have that in the, if I go to app core model.php, maybe it's in database. Yeah, insert ID, the last ID you inserted. So we can grab that from there. So post ID is equal to, we can just say post, and this is a static thing, right? No, insert ID is very particular. So insert ID, like that. Okay, so with the insert ID, we use it as post ID, and that should work. Yeah, as simple as that. So let's see if that actually works. So I'm gonna select clothing, a clothing post, my clothing post. We don't need a slug. Put a description, keywords, yes, blah blah blah, and save. Okay, so something went wrong clearly. Let's see this. It says array category ID. Right. Undefined. Oh no. Let me go back here. So this was set without any categories. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. Anywho, let me delete it. I don't want to type new content. So I'm just going to say add my clothing post, a description, key. I think after I edited the thing, I didn't refresh. This is my clothing post. And let's select clothing there. and let's hit save. Okay, so that actually did work. And there it is. And categories have not been saved at all. So let's see what happened here. Let's go to post categories map. Yep, it wasn't saved. So that's not cool at all. So why did it not save? Huh. Let's look at the save new function again. This one here. So we have a post ID, we have an array for each category's ID as ID. Okay. Yeah, no, that's correct. So we grab the ID, we check if there's something there. Category ID. Wait. This was wrong. Okay, I see. This is wrong here. So what I need is two things here. I need post ID to be correct. And category ID to be correct as well. So only when it finds these two does it update. So I think it attempted to update just because it found a particular category ID, and that was the issue. Let's try this again. All right. So let's add. So let's select clothing this time as well. Boom. Why isn't this working? See, this is a problem right there. Oh, it is now. Why isn't this working? The clicking on the text should give me just like it does here. But it doesn't on this one, so that's weird. Why would that be the case? Everything seems fine, so it's weird. Anywho, let me save that. And there it is. So now it's working, and that's awesome. So that was my mistake there. And in the editing here, we can edit, add new ones, and save. Okay, so things are working as intended. Now let's move all this code into the pages section here, because in pages, categories are non-existent as well. So first things first, let me copy the categories map model. So what I would do is, instead of having to rename, I'll just open the folder, copy this, go back to plugins, and inside basic pages, models, I'll paste it there. Okay, cool. Now I need to change its namespace. So let's go to basic pages models there. So instead of posts, this changes to page. Oh, and the table should be pages categories map. Okay, and then instead of post ID, there's gonna be page ID. And what else? Actually, all instances of post should change to page. So I'm just gonna select all of this stuff and change that to page. So page ID, page ID, page ID, page ID. Yeah, seems about right. And then I need a migration file as well from there. So I'm going to go back to basic posts, migration, open that folder. This posts categories map. So I'm going to copy that migration file, plugins, and go back to pages and migrations and paste it here. Now I'll rename it from here. So because basic pages, migrations, we need to rename this. We don't have to, but it's just better to do. So say pages categories map as a file. Now, if we rename the file name, we have to rename the actual class as well. So like that. Okay. And then instead of post, we should have page. Page ID, pages categories map. Done. So that migration file is done. Now we need to copy its name. So I'm going to copy that file name so that we can run a migration over here. So I'm going to say PHP Thunder. Now, if you don't know how to open this, let's just start from scratch. I'm going to right click on plugin, open folder, and then type CMD, and there it is. So then we can say PHP Thunder migrate. We want to run a migration file, and it's inside basic pages, and that's the file name. Run it. Okay, so that was created successfully. No qualms about that. Let me click here on the table to see there is pages categories map. Good. So that's set. What remains now? So we have our migration file. The model file is also edited accordingly. So that is cool. Let me close that, which means we don't need this as well. Okay, so it's just now the code from the add controller and the edit controller as well. So what I'll do is inside basic posts, I'll go to the edit controller and grab this save categories part right there. So I'm going to copy that, and let's go back now to basic pages and controllers and edit controller. Okay, and just after this part where we show the ID, let's paste like that. So we'll change that. This is to page ID. And then even this, basic pages. And instead of post, that comes to page. Oops, I've added 2 P's. All right, so this is cool. I'm gonna grab this and put this also in the add controller of the basic pages. So right about there, boom. But we don't need disable all. Instead, what we need is the page ID. I'm gonna say that is equal to page insert ID, like that. Okay, cool. So this sorts out the controller code, but what about the add code? So inside basic posts add, I'm going to copy the name of category, copy that, and I'll do the same in basic pages. So I'm going to go to views, and inside the add.php, I will go ahead and right on the categories here, replace that. Same thing for the edit. I'm going to replace that. Boom. Okay, there we go, there we go. But what about on the listing, right? The listing on pages should show us the category it belongs to. So we go back to basic posts to copy some stuff. So inside the list, what we're going to do is go down, let's see. Okay, so right here, I'm going to copy this, copy that, and go to the list view as well of the basic pages view file. And right where it deals with user rows here, instead we replace with categories. Very nice. Okay, so that won't work yet because we need to specify these values inside the plugin.php. So basic posts, let's go back to plugin.php and let's see what things we added here. So for example, we added this categories table, right? So in there as well, inside basic pages, plugin.php, there we go. Let's add one more table here. Why do I have this folder here? I don't know why I have that. In any case, there we go. So plugin pages, that is there. Then let's go back again to basic posts in the plugin for file here. Let's make sure some other things are there as well. So for example, let's see in the controller here, what did we instantiate? Not yet. Okay, so we have that categories map. Let me copy that. And let's go to basic pages to put that there as well. Now, always remember to put the correct namespace. Okay. So once we have that, let's go down now to the next thing. Here, nothing here, but over here we have this. First of all, let me paste this as well. So we go in the after query of basic pages and let's paste that. Oops. So we just have to copy that. Okay. And it should be basic pages. All right, back. Let's copy this part back here, like so. And let's make sure all references are correct, and they are. So I think that actually does it. So if I go to, these are pages now, right? If I refresh, I don't see any errors yet. But let's go ahead and edit here. Let's look at the About Us or our shop. Let's see. Our shop should give us food and clothing. Let me save that. And there we go. So categories are running on pages as well, which is awesomeness. So at this point, we have, we can map what's what, which is awesome. The only thing we need to do now is when a page is opened, we should check, like for example, our shop. Since it's opened, we should check if there are posts that match this criteria, the category that page has, and then we display the posts down here as well. All right, guys, so we will do that in the next video.